Yes, guys. So what we discussed yesterday, we discussed about the commands, right, guys? So we discussed about the all the commands so git commands, git init, git clone, git add, file name, git commit -m, git status, git pull, git push, git branch name, git checkout, branch name, git merge branch name, git stash apply, git log, git reset, git rm file name, git rebase. So these are the most of the commands we are using in the git, guys. So guys, git init is nothing but initialize a local git repository. Git clone URL, create a local copy of a remote repository. Git add file name, add a file to the staging area. Git commit -m. -m is nothing but a commit message, guys. So if we are passing an argument -m, commit message, commit change with the message. Git status, check the status of the working directory. Git pull a latest changes from the remote repository. Git push changes to the remote repository. Git branch so list all the local branches. Git branch name, create a new branch. Git checkout, branch name, switch to a new branch. So git checkout means we can switch to the new branch. Git merge branch name, merge a branch into a active branch. Git stash changes in a directory, a dirty working directory. Stash apply changes from the stash. Git log, view the commit history. Git reset your head pointer to the previous commit. Git rm file name, remove a file name from the version control. Git rebase, reapply commits on top of the another base a tip. Git revert, git revert, git cherry pick, guys. These are the most important commands also. Git revert and git cherry pick. So git revert, create a new commit that undoes all the changes. So create a new commit. So git revert means, so whatever the changes we are forwarding, right? So it will reverse, it will undo the changes. It will undo the changes, all the changes mode in a particular commit, then apply it into the current branch. Git cherry pick commit id, so apply the changes introduced by some existing commits. Some existing commits. Git clone copies an existing git repository into a new local repository. The git clone command will create a new local directory for a repository, copy all the contents of the specified repository, create the remote tracked branches, and check out an initial branch locally. Git clone repository URL. Git pull. So git checkout, git add command add or new change file into your working directory to the git staging area. As you are working, the git staging area, as you are working, you change and save the file and multiple files. Then before you commit, you must git add. This step allows you to choose what you are going to commit. Git add file name, git add dot. Git commit, use it to record the changes in the repository. Even commit contains the index data and the commit messages and the every commit from a parent child relationship. So when you add a file in git, it will take place in the staging area. A commit command is used to fetch updates from the staging area to the repository. So git commit -m commit message. Git push. A git push command, when executed, pushes the changes that the user has made on the local machine to the remote repository. Once the user have cloned the remote repository and have made the necessary changes in their local device, they need to be pushed the remote repository so that they are shared and used by other users. Git push. Git branch provides you the ability to create a branch and perform a risk-free development in a isolated programming space. The branch command helps you to create, delete, and list branches. It's the go-to command when it comes to the managing any aspect of your branches, no matter if your local repository or an your remote repository. Git branch name, git branch -d branch name. git branch -d branch name. Git pull. So git pull command is retrieves and downloads the content of the remote repository and updates the local repository as soon as it has been downloaded. Guys, understood? So
Yeah, bro.
where is the other commands? I think. Let me check, guys. Okay, these are the most of the commands we are using. Yeah. So git is already. Yeah. So we need to set the. So we need to set the username and password for our local repository. You need to configure your git username and email for a tracking purpose. Configure git user email and what is that, guys? Configure your git username and email address. Email address. Guys, configure your git username and email address. So if you want to set a username, how you can set the username? Set user name. So how you can set the username? You can set the username git config. What is the command, guys? Git config global global user dot name. And within the quotes you can give the username Hari Krishna dot Cheruku. Username Hari Krishna Cheruku. For example, this is my username. And you can set the email address. Set email. Set the email. What is the command, guys? Git config global user email. Your email address, guys. harikrishna.cheruku@gmail.com. This is my email address and the username. This is my email address and user name. Guys, understood?
Yeah, bro.
You can set the username password by using this command. You can set the username and password. Yeah, guys, understood, right? Yeah, git bash. You can open the git bash and see. So what are the usernames you set? You can check by using which command, guys? Git list, guys. You can check the git config list. So what is the username you set? You set the username, email address, and username we set in the. So user email Harikrishna Cheruku 31@gmail.com and username is techworld with Hari. Username is techworld with Hari. So this file is vi/etc git config. Let's check. Yeah, here also we can add it, guys. Here also, so we can add it the username and the credential. You see, guys. So credentials you can add it. That is the command vi. So we can use /git config. So this is the command, guys. So this is the command. You can use email address and password. I'm removing this, guys. I'm removing this and I'm adding a mm, so now you can check it, git config hyphen list. So hyphen list. Yeah, so the username and email not set, guys. So I'm setting the username and email address. What is the command, guys? The command is git config hyphen global. Username is Hari Krishna Cheruku. Paste it. This is the username. So what is the password, guys? Username and the email address. Email, you can check it. Now let's check, guys. Yeah, see, right? The username and password the username and email I said. So I said right. Now you got it. So we set the username and email address for the git config. Next, yeah. So we have created a username and password, right? github.com. Yeah, git learnings, right? I want to create another username. Yeah, sign up, guys. You guys are already sign up with account, right?
Yes, bro.
Your email address, we already set up everything, but let's check, guys. Yeah, I'm setting as a I'm setting the email address. I think if it is already used, continue. Already used. Guys, give me your email ID. I will create it for you guys. Fanendra Kumar. You created a Fanendra already Git account, GitHub account?
Bro, create చేసాం bro.
Fanendra Kumar.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir.
క్రియేట్
Good.
చేశాను సార్.
Create చేశారా? You guys already knows, right, how to create the account, right? No
Yes,
need
bro.
to GitHub account. Yeah, let's directly connecting to the GitHub. Yeah, so I logged into the GitHub account. Yeah, you already knows, right, how to log into the GitHub account. So this is my GitHub account. So this is my GitHub account. I am creating a, this is the repositories overview of the, these are the repositories. I think in our repositories there is no repositories there, right guys? Yeah, I'm creating a new repository. All language HCL Java sort updated. Yeah, so overview, the overview, sign up projects, packages, start, repositories, repository. Yeah, we will get here. We have how many we have created? We have created multiple, right? AWS DevOps 20. Here we need to create the repository. You created a repository, right, guys? Yeah, I created a repository. Oh, sign in, right? Yeah, guys, sorry. What is this? This is right. Authentication. Sorry, guys, because of I am unable to authentication. I have a authenticate GitHub account 723-044. Yeah, guys. So this is right. DevOps afternoon batch. So yeah, you want to create a new repository by using the repositories. I'm creating a new repository. Call it as a AWS DevOps batch 20. Okay, I'm creating a so AWS DevOps 20 public. Yeah, so it's a public create a repository. You see, guys, a AWS 20 repository is created. AWS a 20 repository is created. Create a new repository on the command line. So this is the new repository. If you want to add it in the, if you want to add this repository in the your local machine, how you can add it? By using the git clone. So this is the a clone, guys. So this is the clone. Yeah, so how you can clone your repository? You can clone repository by using git clone first time. So if you want to download the a repository from remote repository to your local repository, so what is the command, guys? Git clone. Git clone is the command. So it is a empty repository. What is that, guys? AWS DevOps 20. So guys, AWS DevOps 20, CD AWS DevOps 20. If you see guys, so whenever we are going to the a repository, local repository, it will showing a main. The branch is main branch. The branch is a main branch. Let's check it. Git status. Git status. So no branch main, on branch main, no commit yet, nothing to be commit. So git log guys, git log. So your current branch main does not have any commits at. Your branch does not commits at. So then git remote hyphen v. So git remote hyphen v, it will shows the remote repository. It will show the a remote repository. So it will shows the remote repository. What it is our remote repository? Our remote repository is a git remote, right? You can see guys here. So create a new repository on the command line, echo readme, something like a git init, git add, git commit first, first commit, git branch hyphen main, git remote add origin, and git push origin. So this is the way you can create a new repository in your local and push it to the remote repository. Push it to the remote repository. Guys understood? Yeah, we'll show you guys. Yeah, so this is a git status, git log, git remote. So this is your branch. How you can check it? Git branch command. What is the command? Git branch. So how many branches are there? Only one branch. Only one branch. How many files are there? There is no files. But ls-la, if you see, .git file is created. cd.git. So what are there in the XDT bit? So head, config, description, hooks, objects, references. Okay, I am removing everything. rm-rf star ls ls-la git rm-rf star. Not match, right? rm-rf dot git. Path spec did not match files. rm-rf dot git. You see guys, it's removed. You see guys, this is a empty repository. Now it is the git is, we removed the git, right? This is not a local repository. This is just a directory in our local. This is just a directory in our local. You can check it. Git init, git init. Yeah. Now you see. So it is initialized as a empty repository. It initialized as a empty repository. Again git, again rm-rf dot git, right? So again I deleted rm-rf cd dot ls rm-rf. I'm removing the deleting the branch. Again you can clone from the repository. Again you can clone from the repository. Is it guys? cd AWS DevOps 20. You see guys, now it is a git local repository. How you can figure out? So the branch name space after the directory. So that is nothing but a git local repository. So git local repository ls. So there is no files in the git local repository. So I'm creating a file touch, just a touch hari.txt. I'm creating a file called or else touch main.tf. main.tf. Right, guys? So you created a file ls main.tf file is there in our local repository, but in the remote repository there is no file, right? If you see, in the remote repository, there is no files here. You see, there is no files here, but in our repositories, something like DevOps 20, there is no files. So other repositories, Git learning, here you see, guys, aws.tf, gitfile.tf, hurry.tf, name. So the some other files are there, but in our in our repository there is no files. In our repository there is no files, but in the local repository you created a one file main.tf. So git status, you see, guys. So untracked file. What is that, guys? Untracked a file. Yeah, guys, you created a something like main.tf. This is the untracked file. How you can track it? By using, if you add it in the git add. So it will going to the staging area. So the untracked files, git add file name to include that what we need to commit it. So nothing to be committed, but untracked file is present. So how we can track if you use the git add command. Git add file name. What is the file name, guys? main.tf. You see, guys. So untracked files are showing in the red. So it is an untracked. Now I am adding it to the tracked. So now it is in the staging. Git status. Git status is nothing but a, yeah. So no commit at changes to be committed. These changes to be committed. A new file is coming. So it is in unstage area. So unstaging to staging area. Now you want to go to the local repository. Git commit. What is that, guys? Git commit -m is nothing but a message. First commit. This is my first commit. Yeah, you see, guys. Git commit -m first commit. Main one file is changed. Zero instructions, zero deletions. Create a mode of. This is the commit ID. So this is the added a main.tf. Now you can check git status. So git status. So yeah, on your branch is based on origin margin, but upstream is gone. So git branch I've unset upstream to fix it. So nothing to be commit. Working tree is clean. Git remote-v. Remote means it will shows the remote repository name. So it will shows the remote repository name. So git log. Now we check it. Git log. Yeah, guys. So we created a username and a email address, right? Because of, so who will creating, who will committing, who will adding, who will committing for the tracking purpose. So we need to use the username and global username and password. So for this, a tracking purpose, who will committed the messages, who will add it to the repository for the tracking purpose. So we are using the username and email address for the tracking. So this is the commit message. What is the commit message? This is the commit message, and this is the commit ID. What is this, guys? This is the a commit ID. So git log shows commit ID, author, and date, and commit message. Git status shows, so where you are. You are in the track staging area or unstaging area, or we can see it. So we can see it. If you use the git log hyphen one line, it will shows only the commit ID and the first commit. It will not shows the author and everything. It will shows only one line. You see, hyphen one line, display only one line. Git status -a, I think. No, guys. So git status. So it will shows the status. Now you understood, right? So Now in our local repository, git is knows a main.tf. Git local repository knows the main.tf is there in the git local repository. I want to push it to this. I want to push it to the remote repository. How you can push it, guys? So you can push it to the remote repository. How you can push it? Yeah, git amid commit train, right? Git branch hyphen m main git remote repository. So this is the git u origin main. Git u origin git push hyphen u origin main. So remote permission to Hare Krishna Cheruku DevOps Git is denied to the uh, Gopi Anantoju. So unable to access Git repository. The requested URL is turned 402. Yeah. So I think we need to set the communication between the remote repository to local repository. Git paint. I will give you the paint. Yeah. So this is your remote repository. So this is your local laptop. So for example, this is your remote repository. So how you can authenticate this remote repository? Definitely we need a username password, right? Username and password because of this is the AWS, right? Through Terraform, how you can connect to the AWS, either access key and secret key. The same way, Git also created a Git token. What is that? Git token. We need to create the token. We need to create a token for the communication between remote to local to remote, vice versa. Right, guys? So remote to local and local to remote. How you can authenticate with the remote repository to local repository? Definitely we need to create a token. Yes, right, guys? So yeah, let's set the token. So go to the right side, go to the settings. Where is the settings? You can go to the settings. Then yeah, SSH. So these are the SSH keys and GPC keys. You can connect via SSH keys or a authorized keys also, developer key also. We can use the developer settings. So developer settings, personal access tokens in the token classics. So generate a new token. So generate a new token classic. Yeah, here the token name is AWS DevOps 20. So AWS DevOps 20. The expiration is no expiration, no expiration. Or repo status, you can give everything and delete the repo also. Delete the packages. Admin org write public key admin hook notification user delete repo also. We need to provide the yeah. So generate the token. So this is the token, guys. So this is the token. You guys can somewhere copy it. Copy it. You guys can somewhere copy it. Then you can access via. So I have a security credentials already. Go to the Windows security. The security, right? I think. Device security. Windows settings, privacy. Here you have network and internet personalization background. This is background, right? Privacy. General search diagnosis will be added to history. Phone calls. Where we can remove the user, get the user credentials on Windows. So Windows credential is there. You guys, anyone can use the Windows 10. Windows credentials, guys, here. Windows credentials, Windows credentials manager. Here. So control panel, all control panels, credential managers. Control panel. Control panel. All control panel items. Yeah, here. Credential manager. Yeah, credential manager. So Windows credentials. Git. Remove. Yes, remove. Yeah, so remove the credentials. Git push origin manager. Yeah, it is asking the username and password. Then you can use the token, guys. So the token is, you can use this token. Control C. Yeah, use it. Yeah, you see, guys. Git push -u origin main. It is pushed, guys. It is pushed to the this AWS DevOps. Which one? Main. So which one, guys? Main is pushed. What is the repository name, guys? What is the repository name?
AWS 20. AWS
AWS.
DevOps 20. DevOps 20.
Yeah. Repositories. Go to repositories. AWS
First one.
DevOps 20. Yeah, you see, right? So before there is no file in the repository, but now the repository having the main.tf. So so we pushed from local to remote. Local to remote. Guys, understood?
Yep.
Yeah, you push it to local to remote. Or else you can create here also. You can create here also. Add a file, create a new file. For example, the new file name is versions.tf. So versions.tf. So versions versions file we inserted. Right, guys? So commit the changes. So the version create a versions.tf. What is the commit message, guys? Second commit. Second commit. Guys, understood? So in our remote you have only two files. You have only two files. So ls you can check, guys. So in our local you have, in your remote you have two files, but in our local you have only a one file. How you can download the other file? It is attached in the remote, guys. What is the command? Git
Pull, pull, pull.
pull command. Guys, understood? So it is added. One versions.file is added in our local repository. Now you can check it. There is a two files. There is a two files. Git branch. Git branch. So which branch you are in? You are in the main branch. I want to create a, yeah. So in our real time, you cannot directly push it to the main repository. So for example, this is the main repository, right? So what this is? This is a AWS DevOps 20. AWS DevOps 20. So the batch number is 20. So this is the main. This is the main branch. So this is also you created as a main branch, and so this is a AWS DevOps 20. So if you create a here something like providers dot tf, you created a providers dot tf, and directly you merge to the you merge from directly you merge to the main branch. So if the file is the file whatever you are writing in the inside, right, it is a good or not, the proper structure way or not, who will verify? So we will verify it someone. So we will verify, right? Directly we cannot create the files in the main branch. Just you can create a new branch and we can create the file provider .tf providers.tf, and so from new branch you can merge or pull request. So pull request or a merge request in GitHub pull request. You can create a pull request. You can create the pull request to the, so you can merge it to the directly and main. How you can merge it? How you can merge it? We need a reviewers. Reviewers, right? For example, your manager need to review. So your new manager need to review, then approve, then merge. Approve, finally merge. Finally merge the request to main. From which branch? A new branch to the main branch. From new branch to the main branch. Hari is the reviewer, Funny is the reviewer. So you can set the reviewer and create a pull request from. So for merging, from merging a new branch to the main branch. So because of, so if you create here, if something goes wrong on directly, if you push, so something goes wrong, the entire directory will crashes. The entire directory will crashes. That's the reason. So they are creating a new branches, creating a new branches, git branch. Git branching strategy. So Git branching strategy, a way of organizing your work into different types of branches. Some common Git branches strategies are Git flow, centralized workflow, future branches. For example, future branch. This strategy uses multiple branches where developer work on their own feature and merge into them into the master branch when they are done. Right, guys? A future branch. So this is the a future a branch. You see, guys. So these are the this is the branches. You guys can create a merge request, create a branch, and develop the code and push it to the main branch. So these are the branches, guys. They are the branching strategies. Guys, understood? Guys, understood or not? You see, something like a feature branches. Finally, it is will move to the that main branch. The for bug fix or a feature or whatever it may be, guys. Okay, now you understood. So this is the pull request or a yeah, how to create a new branch, how to create a new branch. Otherwise some of them are creating so fork. So here only you can create a fork branch. So this is your a fork is nothing but a copy of your repository AWS DevOps 20. So DevOps 20. So this is the a fork branch. So fork. So whatever your repository, right? The fork repository, you can take the fork repository, then you can push it to the fork directly. You can push it to the fork and create a merge request from a fork to create a merge request from fork to that your main branch. So these are the two strategies, guys. Guys, understood? Yeah. So I'm creating a new branch, call it as how to create a branch. Git branch is one command, or git checkout is so git checkout -b is nothing but a new branch name is aws git is the branch. Yeah, if you use the git checkout -b, it will create a new branch and directly switch to the a new branch, directly switch to the new branch. Now you can check git branch, sorry, git branch where you are in the new branch. Let's check the code. Yes, so if you create a branch, it automatically copy the whatever the code is there in the main branch, it will automatically create to the new branch. I'm creating here providers.tf. I'm creating here providers.tf. Touch providers providers.tf. Yeah. So Git knows the providers.tf. No, we just created the providers.tf. We need to add it to the local repository. So what is the commands? Git add. I will show you now from code dot. Yeah, guys. So if you use the code dot, it automatically opens the AWS. Opens the open the this directory. If you use the code dot, it automatically open the AWS Visual Code Studio with our directory. This is my remote repository. So these are the main and providers and versions file. Right, guys? So yeah, you see, so the providers.tf is created but not added and but not committed to the local repository. How we can commit? You see, guys, in the source control, if you are seeing one, you can click it. Yeah. So one provider, you first need to add. Add is nothing but a stage the changes. So what is git add? Git add, this is the GUI. So I already told you right yesterday. I will show you the VS code through the GUI. So no need to give the command git add. If you click the plus, it automatically git add. It automatically going to staging area now. Yeah, it is in the changes are staged but not committed. So you can give the commit message. This is my third commit. So you can give the commit third commit. You see guys here the branch name AWS DevOps 20. So AWS DevOps 20 and AWS Git is the branch. So this is your repository and your branch is here. You see this is your branch. Next, commit the changes. Commit the changes. So commit the changes. So then publish the branch. If you publish means git push. Publish means git push. Yeah, you are publishing the branch, guys. You are publishing the branch. You refresh it. You see, guys, AWS Git had a recent pushes 16 seconds ago. Compare and create a pull request. Pull request. Yeah, this is my commit. So we are moving it to AWS Git to main. Create a pull request. Yeah, pull request is created and you can add the reviewers here. You can add Hari. So nothing to show. We need to add someone. Clear the form. Right. So then merge the pull request. Once created the pull request and merge the pull requesters. So merge the pull request. So confirm merge. You are moving from so AWS Git to main. Confirm merge. So pull request successfully merged and closed. So pull request successfully merged and closed. Successfully merged and closed. Let's check it. AWS 20. Yeah, you see. Before there is no providers.com, but we created and provided the pull request. Provided the pull request. Guys, understood?
Yeah, bro.
Yes, right? Now let's check it. Now let's check it in the Git. So you are in the AWS Git, right? Now you want to switch to Git branch main. Git branch main already exist. Git branch, Git checkout, guys. Git checkout main ls. You see, it you push it to the this repository. Directly push it to the repository, but not merged in our local. How you can download that Git pull. You see, guys. Yeah. Now let's check Git branch. Yeah, AWS Git and main. You are in the main branch. Now you can check it here. AWS Git. What are there in the AWS Git? In AWS Git we have a providers.tf we added. So this is nothing but if you want to clone here, you can clone it from here also. So in the code, these are the what are the pull request. So pull request and new pull request, something like this already created a one pull request and merged it. So there is no open pull request. Closed one closed. What is that one closed? This is my third commit. So what is the third commit? So these are the changes. Guys, understood? This is nothing but a git, guys. You guys are understood?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, right?
Mm.
You guys can practice it, guys. You guys can practice it. Now you understood git branch, git status. Here, git status. So nothing to be committed. So you committed from this source control. You see, guys? So main.tf, providers.tf, and versions.tf. Guys, understood? You want to create a local repository, right? Yeah, this is my repository, guys. This is my Git repository. So you guys can keep your Terraform files, Ansible files, and you can create the a repository, and you can keep your files into the GitHub, guys. Now you understood, guys, GitHub?
Yes, bro.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I keep everything in this, right, guys. So the Linux materials, the AWS DevOps materials will be so located in this. You guys can fork it or clone it, guys. Okay, guys,
Okay.
understood or not?
Okay.
Git is easy or not, guys? Guys, Git is easy or not? Very easy, right? Very, very easy. Git is easy or not, guys?
It is, bro.
Easy, right?
Yeah.
So because of we already discussed with before the commands execution. So where we are going, where we are seeing. Now you understood, right, guys? What you can do, you can create a Bitbucket account, right? You can create a repository in here and GitLab, and we can push the code, whatever the code you are pushing in the GitHub, right? The same code you guys can push it to the GitLab also, GitLab and Bitbucket also. Okay, and you guys can watch these recordings, guys. I will show you that YouTube. Why? Sorry, guys. YouTube.com. Or else you can go to the playlist and AWS Complete Zero to Hero. You guys can watch this. Yeah, you guys can watch these Git recordings, guys. 31, 32, 33, 34, 34. So these all are the Git recordings. You guys can watch these recordings. You will understand better, guys. You will understand better. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I will give you the right, guys. You guys can watch these recordings. Okay.
Okay, bro. బ్రో రేపు వర్క్షాప్ ఉందన్నాం కదా ఏ టైంకి బ్రో క్లాస్ పంపిద్దాం
Workshop చెప్తాను. Okay, 10 to 1. Okay, the workshop will be 10 to 1, guys. So if you guys are okay, you guys can join the workshop. So it will be 10 a.m. right? I will ping you the Zoom details, guys. Okay. Yep. Thank you, guys. So we'll continue from. Actually, today I need to discuss about the Docker also. So I already told you, right? We took the 2 hours, but the people Vinay and Kethi is not joined, right? So we'll continue
No,
from Monday, guys.
they
Okay.
told me they will earn from regular.
Okay. Okay. No worries, guys.
Thank you, bro.